Sometimes I wish we had a better class of trolls. But the fact is, we don't really have that much to work with. I think the one quality of the trolls I admire the least, but is so easy to poke fun at, is their complete lack of self-awareness. Something I found in myself once. I was driving a motorcycle with a lovely young lady on the back. It was late at night. A cop stopped us. That wasn't on my agenda, getting stopped and taken to the police station for speeding at 1 in the morning. So I was kind of unhappy. So I was so unhappy, I thought, yeah, I'm going to take this to court, hoping the cop wouldn't show up, as if somehow I was the first one to ever think of that. I think I was 19. So anyway, we get to court, and I have my say, and I stood up and said, Your Honor, I wasn't speeding. I slowed down when I saw the cop. I'll take partial credit for recognizing as soon as I said it, I knew I had basically just confessed to speeding. Well, we get that from the trolls here a lot too. I should have copied this, but I didn't. He took it down after I busted him for it. We had a troll that was up this week on Twitter saying, Colin's not happening. And then Colin, well, what do you expect to happen after you cage a wild beast for 400 years? Wouldn't you expect them to come out and be violent? I said, well, you just kind of admitted to what you said wasn't happening. So whenever we see a troll like that, or anybody who's in denial about this, they always like to bring out some really obscure number, hold it in front of us and go, Colin, a number. See, everything you know is wrong. No, the numbers aren't going to shut us down. What's going to shut us down is the truth. And the quickest and easiest way to shut us down if we are not telling the truth is just show me where it's not out of proportion, wildly out of proportion. Show me white people doing it too in these two cases of black on senior and black on violence. We'll post the playlist here because we have so many examples.
I thank the Lord every night that an angel would have been there that night.
Kay Ross, a grandmother who just celebrated her 80th birthday, says every day she looks back on what happened to her in May.
I don't know why anybody would want to hurt me.
This is how she looked after prosecutors say 16-year-old Michael Williams, along with 3 other teens, broke into her Del City home, beat her, and stole her car. Now Williams, the eldest teen, will be tried as an adult for the 9 felony charges he's facing.
Why did you have to beat me up?
According to court documents, he planned the attack, even bragging online, I ain't going to lie, I think we killed her.
Did they not see in their minds that this was the wrong thing to do?
Ross says she is satisfied that Williams will be in the adult court system, but adds her sympathy.
A little bit of sadness for this young man because the road ahead of him is going to be bad.
They came to me and started complaining.
Venus Beauty Supply workers say the Wednesday night confrontation began after customer Melissa Roper and her daughter didn't like the price of a weave and the lack of customer service they apparently wanted. Roper threw the product at the employee, then the employee threw it right back.
Is she throwing at me? That's fine. I'm not going to come back here anymore.
Then the clerk followed the mother-daughter duo, and that's when things really turned violent. The video shows the customer throwing at least 2 punches before walking out.
That's just brutal. She need to be fined for that, because that's not right. You getting mad about the price of weed that you picked up. I have no words for that.
Workers say the angry customer also threatened more violence.
Just trying to stop it. She said, stuff. Stop doing, but I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to, grab my gun, she said.
As Duluth police investigated, they spotted something. Take a look at the video. In slow motion, you can see a phone drop to the ground. Police say it's Roper's, which they searched to identify her. They've now charged her with battery, but so far not found her.
Won't be too hard. It's just a matter of time for her to get stopped.
Okay, so this is for all the trolls out there. Get on your little listservs, get on your little emails, get on your little secret Facebook group pages. Rustle up all the white kids bragging about almost killing an old lady. And be forewarned, if I don't know why I should forewarn you, why you deserve a forewarning, but be forewarned, our Black on Senior violence list is enormously long. Ditto for Black on Asian. It's funny how when you go to these universities and they're always studying this, like the big thing now is the intersectionality of racism and sexism and gender studies, Colin. Why don't you understand that, Colin? Well, do you have anybody studying why black on white old lady crime is such a thing that often includes sexual assault? Do you have somebody doing something on that? What about all this Black on Asian violence that we saw just now? The reporter, oh, good Lord, did you hear that reporter? Well, she may have thrown that weave in her face because she wasn't getting the customer service she expected. Wow. Now, does anybody have any doubts why in Philadelphia they have those plexiglass windows and all those convenience stores in the ghetto? And now why they're coming down? Because a black city councilwoman said that's not beneath the dignity of black people in Philadelphia, while at the same time they're putting bulletproof glass on all the 150 cop cars in Philadelphia? Riddle me that, Riddler. And when you're done with that, give me a decent reason why there are so many black kids angry.